Stop the lies and emotional blackmail against the Biafrans, Nnamdi Kanu voiced out. Between 1957 and 1966, when the war broke out, how much money did the eastern region make from so-called Ijaw crude oil? In 1961 and 1965, Shell only built twice. According to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, how could Boro be furious, accusing the eastern region of manipulating his people when crude oil exploration was still in its infancy? Consider how low crude oil revenue was in those days. Crude oil brought in about 159 million naira to Nigeria. What was the balance? The East had to pay federal government 50% of the derivation. So how much was the balance? Boro was committing insider sabotage, as you can see. Coal and palm oil were the main sources of income in the area, which were mostly found in Akwa Cross, southeast and upland, the river state. Then there was the payee tax, which was introduced in 1956 by Finance Minister S.E. Imoke, and to which the Igbos, who made up the majority of the region, contributed the most. Nnamdi Kanu said it is the genesis of lies. We need to set the record straight and stop the online Ijaws. The online Ijaws, lies and emotional blackmails, which led me to do some research, because when we talk about Biafran freedom, the Ijaws will come up with the Adakaboro story about how Ojukwu arrested him or killed him, and the Ikweres will come up with "we are not Igbos." It was discovered that the people who are emotionally blackmailing us are the same people who stabbed us in the back, according to Adaka. Boro's brother, David Boro, was a Fulani stooge, and he said that Tafawa Balewa was the protector of the Ijaws and that they had a pact. So Boro launched a 12-day insurgency against the Igbos with the support of the North Adaka, and it was crushed and he was captured and imprisoned. So after Ojukwu declared Biafra, Fulanis knew they had a stooge and someone that can fight for them. So they released Adaka Boro and gave him support, and he formed an army, which Obasanjo in his book described as the most undisciplined army. Boro was loved by the Fulanis because he killed Biafrans very well. But when he was growing shoulders, Fulanis told Colonel Adekunle to kill him. So I still don't understand where this emotional blackmail from the Ijaws is coming from. Igbos never killed Boro. Fulanis did. You must know the Ijaws' reasons differently. They said Ojukwu never consulted Adaka Boro about Biafra, but it was an Ijaw man that suggested the name Biafra. They said Ken Saro-Wiwa joined Gowon to teach Ojukwu a bitter lesson, and I asked you, who killed Ken Saro-Wiwa at last? The Fulanis did, in the most humiliating way. See, this is one very deep secret, and one reason why the Ijaws are still segregating themselves from the Biafrans. The Ijaws, till this very moment, they haven't known the truth. They haven't known the truth about what actually transpired between them and the Biafrans during the war. And that is what this administration is trying to hide by stopping the teaching of history in colleges and higher institutions. because they don't want them to know the truth. They don't want them to know the truth because they know that the moment they know the truth, a lot of them will be exposed. A lot of them will be exposed. Look at, you can see the foolishness of Adakaburu. Adakaburu is the one that brought the downfall of the Niger Deltans. The Niger Deltans supposed not to fall. By now, the Niger Delta is supposed to own a republic of their own. We're supposed to have a republic of Niger Delta, but the stupidity and greediness of Adakaburu is what made Niger Delta not to have a republic today. You see that? But to the Ijaws, they will be saying, this is the reason why we can never be a part of Biafran. And we can never be a part of Biafran. This is, you can see now. You can see. They are, today, they will be telling you that Adakaburu was killed by Biafrans. Whereas, they didn't kill Adakaburu. It was Adakaburu that killed the Biafrans. He was used to kill the Biafrans. I remembered what was revealed, how Adakaburu was deceived by Gowon himself. By Gowon himself to what? To kill the Biafrans. To kill the Biafrans. He was enticed into the army, and as he was enticed, after using him to achieve all of their stated objective, they now used a very close ally of his, which is Colonel Adekule, as earlier said, to execute him. If only the Ijaws can only take their time, consult history properly, they will know the truth. They will know the truth. Do you understand? And that is just the humble truth. So this is the reason why this administration stopped the teaching of history, so that a lot of people will not know the truth about what actually transpired during the war. So, my dear viewers, so you can now hear, you can now see, you can now see what the truth is all about. All right, let me hear from you anyway to know what you have to say about this. Don't forget to leave your comment below the comment box. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated each time we